Now we go for indirect way of knowing. And one of the indirect ways of knowing is inferring. So, how many pramas we have? 4. Pratyaksha prama, Anumiti prama. So, Anumiti prama, what is the process through which Anumiti is going to occur? That process we are going to now analyze. So, 41. So, 41. Anumiti karanam anumanam. So, the process through which we arrive at inferential cognition, this process is Anumana. The process is Anumana and the result of the process is Anumiti. In inferential knowledge, inferential cognition and inference. This is Pramana. So, Anumana Pramana. Paramarsha janyam jnanam anumiti. Vyapti vishishta pakshadharmata jnanam paramarsha. Yatha vanhi vyapya धूमवान अयम पर्वतः इति ज्ञानम परामर्शः. तज्जन्यम पर्वतः मन्यमान इति ज्ञानम अनुमितिः. यत्र धूमः तत्र अग्निः इति साहचर्य नियमो व्याप्तिः. व्याप्यस्य पर्वतादिवृत्तित्वं पक्षधर्मता. So now you are in a new domain of knowledge. So, new terminologies you have to learn. Let us first take a case. Through the eyes, we see Vanni. So, Vanni is fire. So, there will be Vanni Jnana. So, this is fire. Fire. You will say. What kind of knowledge is this? Pratyaksha. What is the Sannikarsha here? Sannikarsha. No. This is substance. This is also substance. So, contact. Substance, contact. No other relation possible. Between two substances, the relation is contact. So, this is connected with the table. What is the relation? Sangyoga, contact. So, this is Dravya, this is Dravya. So, this Sannikarsha here, this is Sangyoga. And so, this knowledge arose. Now, eyes are in contact with dhuma. Smoke. Which knowledge is this? Pratyaksha. So say this is smoke. But from knowing the smoke, I will infer fire. Because smoke is a effect of fire. So from smoke, I will have knowledge of fire. So after knowing this, I will have a knowledge of fire. This knowledge of fire is Anumiti. This knowledge of fire is perception, because it is connected with the eyes, direct. So this is direct knowledge and this is indirect. This is a direct knowledge. So from direct knowledge, I will go to indirect. This process is called, so from this to this process is a process of inference. We will do that. So let us take a case. There is fire on the mountain. I say, and then I give a ground, because there is smoke on the mountain. So this is perception. This I see, and on the basis of this I say this, there is fire on the mountain. So the knowledge of fire will be called Anumiti, and knowledge of smoke is Pratyaksha. So from Pratyaksha we will go to Anumiti. Now in such cases, so say there is Parvata, on the Parvata I see Dhuma, there is Dhuma, and then I infer there is Banni. The line is not straight because I have not yet known. I will know it, then the line will become straight. This is the distinction that I am making. Okay. This is called Paksha. This is called Hetu or Linga. Or sadhana. These are the different names given to this Dhuma. This is called sadhya. So, you have hetu, that is ground, mark, ground, reason, and this is what you want to establish, to be established. Sadhya. What is to be established is sadhya. On and where it will be established is paksha. So, this is subject, called subject. Now, you can see that from the knowledge of smoke, I will have knowledge of fire. This is possible only if there is a relationship between the two. Are you getting me? If dhuma and vani are related and related invariably, then alone, on the basis of the knowledge of dhuma, I will have knowledge of vani. Does it make sense? So, this relationship is called vyapti. So, the relationship between hetu and sadhya this relationship is vyapti. So, vyapti is an invariable relationship between hetu and sadhya. If this is true, then only on the basis knowledge of hetu, I will have knowledge of sadhya. If they are not related, now suppose take an example of ordinary type, that there are two friends, you always see them together, A and B, whenever you see them together. Now, out of the two, one day is absent. What happens? You remember the other and you ask, where is the other? Why does it happen? Because you have already grasped a relationship between the two, and that relationship is collocation. Collocation. In Sanskrit we say samanadhikaranya. Samanadhikaranya means sharing one and the same locus. Samana adhikarana. You see, both this and this are located in the same adhikarana. So, this is a relationship. Now, see, the chair and the table are related because both exist in the same floor. Being on the same floor is a relationship. So, we see that yatra yatra Dhumaha. Tatra, Tatra, Vanhi. Wherever I see Dhuma, I see there fire. This is the input, my knowledge I have. The knowledge of the relationship I have. This is a relationship. That wherever there is smoke, there is fire. And I also see Yatra, Yatra, Vanhi, Nasti. Tatra Tatra, Dhumaha, Nasti. This way also it is true. So, wherever there is smoke, there is fire, and wherever there is no fire, there is no smoke. This confirms the invariability of the relationship. This we say Anvaya Vyapti. And this we say Vyatireka Vyapti. Vyapti is the relation. So, Anvaya Vyapti and Vyatireka Vyapti. Both ways I confirm that there is an invariable relationship between Dhuma and Vanni. This knowledge I have gathered. When this knowledge I have, and then I see Dhuma, after this knowledge, this is my experience. This is my experience. I have experienced. I have seen in the kitchen, I have seen in n number of places that wherever there is Dhuma, there is Vanni. And I have also seen, for example, in pond, in well, in water bodies, there is no Vanni and there is no smoke also. So, this tells me that there is an invariable relationship between Dhuma and Vanni. This knowledge I have with me. So, the knowledge of relationship is already with me. Knowledge of Vyapti I have with me. And after that I see Dhuma. Then there will be a process. Then the inference will begin. The process of inference will now begin in me. This is a prerequisite. Now, a child, for example, he has not been exposed to anything. So, he will not have this. But when I have grown up, I have experienced and I have seen that there are many places Dhuma and Vanni together. And I have also seen that there is no Dhuma when there is no Vanni. Now, why I am not telling you where there is no Dhuma, there is no Vanni here, I will come. I will you are, I will come to this little later. So first you go with me. This knowledge is with me, and then I have seen Dhuma. After I have seen Dhuma, then the Prakriya, Anumana Prakriya begins in me. What happens? So, Dhuma Darshana. This is the first thing has happened. This is, let me call it, okay, Dhuma Darshana. Then, immediately you tell me what will happen. Vyapti Smarana. Then there will be Vyapti Smarana. I will remember this relationship. That I remember. But this is, I'm from here I am going there, remembering there. Because I know the relationship. So, in the relationship there are two things, you know. One is Dhuma, the other one is Vanni. There is a relationship. So, there are two relata. Out of the two relata, one relatum I have seen. And I also know the relationship with the other relatum. So, other I will remember. So, Vyapti I will remember. Relationship I will remember. And then what happens? I look back. Oh, wherever there is smoke, there is fire. I recollected my experience. And I again look to mountain. Oh, so this Dhuma is a member of that class. This Dhuma I had not seen before. Dhuma is not only one Dhuma in the world, no? N number of Dhumas. So I had seen so many Dhumas. And by seeing so many Dhumas, I had generalized the relationship between Dhuma and Vanni. That knowledge I had. After that I saw Dhuma. Now, this is the first time I have seen this Dhuma. This Dhuma I have seen for the first time. And because this Dhuma is a member of the class of Dhuma, you can have a class of Dhuma. Many members, you know, class of chairs, class of students, class of participants. So, Dhuma class. This member I had not seen before. Now I see this member. So, what I remember? I remember, oh, this Dhuma belongs to the class of Dhuma, which is always related with fire, with the class of fire. Is not so? So, this is called Paramarsha. So, such a Dhuma is here, I will confirm. The Dhuma which is invariably related to fire, such a Dhuma I confirm that it is here on the mountain. This confirmatory knowledge is called Paramarsha. Which one? No, each one may be knowledge, no, it may be knowledge. Marana is, ultimately there will be Anumiti. But in the process, there are so many knowledges. This is perception. Dhuma Darshana is a perception. Pratyaksha Jnana. This is Smarana. So, Anubhava and Smarana also is a Jnana. This is again Jnana. Again perception. This is called Tritiya Linga Darshana. I will tell you. And then you will come to the conclusion, oh, so there is sadhya jnana. That is anumiti. So, this way you try to think that from my experience, day to day experience, I gather the knowledge of a relationship between two things. In this case, Dhuma and Vanni. I have observed so many cases that Dhuma and Vanni are together. Okay. So, one may say that, okay, you have seen how many cases? 100 cases. Does it mean in this world only 100 Vannis? Maybe 200. So, another 100 you have not seen. Then how can you say that where there is Dhuma, there is Vanni? The doubt, there is a scope of doubt. You can raise this question. Now you will get your answer. Okay, I will see another 100 cases. Can you not ask again the same question? There may be other 1,000 cases of Vanni. Have you seen them? No. So how do you know that where there is smoke, there is fire? Have you exhausted the universe by your observation? All the dhumas in the world? Humanly impossible. To tell you that you cannot ask such question, what I will do? I will tell, okay, let us do like this. Let us see if Vanni is not there, whether Dhuma can be there. You are doubting is not so. You are doubting. So, I will tell you, okay, you are doubting, but tell me this, that Vanni is not there. Is Dhuma there? So, Vanni Abhava you have seen. Do you also see Dhuma? So, I confirm this way also, positive way also, that wherever there is Dhuma, there is Vanni. And I also confirm in negative way that if there is no Dhuma and there is no Vanni, then there is no Dhuma. Now, why did I not say when there is no Dhuma, there is no Vanni? I should have said where there is Dhuma, there is Vanni. Positive statements I have made, relationship statement I have made, Anvaya Vyapti. I should have said where there is no Dhuma, there is no Vanni, but this is not a fact. Because Vanni can remain without Dhuma. Dhuma cannot remain without. So, to make a general statement, universal relationship statement, let us change the order. That wherever there is Hetu, there is Sadhya, and wherever there is no Sadhya, there is no Hetu. If they are true, then there is an invariable relationship between Hetu and Sadhya. Such a relationship is called Vyapti. and Vyapti Jnana if I have, after that Dhuma Jnana if I have, then the Anumana Prakriya will begin in me, and this will be the Prakriya. I will have Dhuma Jnana, I will remember Vyapti, I will confirm that this Dhuma belongs to the same class of Dhuma, which is pervaded by class of Mani. And such a Dhuma exists on the Paksha. This is Paramarsh. And then what will happen? Anumiti will be there. There is Mani. This is the story, in a story way I told you the whole Prakriya. This is Anumana Prakriya. Okay? Suppose this is the area where Banhi exists. This is the area of Banhi, fire. And this is the area of smoke. So now I can, now this is, wherever there is smoke, there is fire, because the whole circle is the circle of fire. So it is also fire also here. Wherever there is no smoke, there is no fire, can I say? Because here there is no smoke, well, there is fire. Therefore, I could not say yatra yatra dhumah nasti tatra tatra bandhi nasti. I could not say. Why? Because the reality is like that. The reality, yathartha is like that. Bandhi is like that. That bandhi can remain without smoke. But smoke cannot remain without bandhi. Because smoke is a product of bandhi. So there is a causal relationship between smoke and fire. So smoke cannot remain without bandhi. That is why Anvaya Vyakti should be of this nature and Vyatireka Vyakti should be of this nature. Okay. So this is the area of smoke and this is the area of fire. So yatra yatra dhumah tatra tatra vannihi. Correct? Yatra yatra vannir nasti. Dhumopi. So lake, water lake, except any other place other than the area of there is no fire, there is no smoke. Therefore, there is a invariable relationship between smoke and fire. This invariable relationship is called in Sanskrit niyata sahachara. Niyata sahachara. Always together. Now, so first I had seen in kitchen, let us say, kitchen in Sanskrit is Mahanasa. Mahanasa. In the Mahanasa, I had seen smoke together with fire. So this is Prathama Linga Darshana. Prathama Linga Darshana. So, I had seen smoke first time here in the kitchen. This is Dvitiya Linga Darshana. And when I am confirming Tritiya Linga Darshana, the Paramarsha is Tritiya Linga Darshana. So, first I saw in the kitchen Dhuma and Vanni together, smoke and fire together. Then I made a generalization of a relationship. I confirmed in a positive way, and I also confirmed in a negative way. Both ways I confirmed that there is an invariable relationship between Dhuma and Vanni. After that, I see now Dhuma here on Parvata. So, this is Dvitiya Linga Darshana. After that, what happens? I remember Vyapti. And then Tritiya Linga Darshana, that Vyapti Vishishta is this Dhuma. The Dhuma which I am seeing is a member of that class, which is pervaded by the knee, fire. So, this confirmation is Paramarsha. And once it is confirmed, it will follow that there is fire on the mountain. This is in short an outline of the process of inferring in Nyaya Vaisheshik system. And this is the universal tool which was made available by Naiyayikas and has been used by all philosophers for thousands of years. Your Aristotelian logic in the Greek tradition and Indian tradition is this Gautama Nyaya Sutra. Historical, how much gap is there, I do not know. But this has been the source. The Nyaya Vaisheshika system, particularly the Nyaya system. Vaisheshika, I told you, started modeling the whole universe in terms of language. The Naiyayikas started developing tools of argumentation. And this is a outcome of that they prepared a theory of inference. So, the theory of inference is a contribution of Nyaya. This is the process. Keeping this in mind now, we will read the text. So, some help I have provided to you, so that you can slowly follow the text. Anumiti Karanam. Hello? Now you see. Paramarsha Janyam Jnanam Anumiti. This line is Paramarsha Janyam Jnanam Anumiti. So, Anumiti is produced by Paramarsha. This is a process. This is a process. So, this produces this. Paramarshajanyam jnanam anumiti. What is paramarsha? Now you see. Vyapti. So, paramarsha is, vyapti is what? Now you know. An invariable relationship between hetu and sadhya. So, vyapti vishishta is hetu. This dhuma belongs to the class of dhuma which is invariably related to fire. So, dhuma possesses this vyapti. Dhuma possesses this vyapti. So, dhuma is vyapti vishishta. Okay? So, vyapti vishishta is dhuma. And that exists in the paksha. This is paksha. So, vyapti vishishta, paksha. Now, this dharma also is known to you now. Dharma, dharmi. Dharma, dharmi. So, what exists is dharma. Where it exists is dharmi. So, dhuma, which is pervaded by fire, that is, which has got invariable relationship with fire, such a dhuma exists on paksha. This is paramarsha. So, vyapti vishishta paksha dharmata jnanam, the knowledge that such a dhuma which is invariably related to fire exists on paksha. This jnana is called paramarsha. Yatha vanhi vyapya. This he is giving the form of that jnana, paramarsha jnana. Vanhi vyapya dhumavan ayam parvataha. So, this parvata has got dhuma which is pervaded by fire. Iti jnanam paramarshaha. Tajjanyam paramarsha-janyam. Parvataha vannivan. Iti jnanam anumiti. So, there is fire on the mountain. This was what he wanted to establish. This you have been established. So, this knowledge that there is fire on the mountain is a conclusion. This is what you have concluded. Jnanam anumiti. Yatra dhumaha tatra agnihi iti sahacharya niyamo vyaptihi. So, what is vyapti? Vyapti is a relationship. Sahacharya is being together, but invariably being together. Niyama, niyamena, together. So, always together. Even a single exception will not do. Even if there is a single exception, then this will not work, process will not work. If it is true that always there is smoke and fire together, and where there is no fire, there is no smoke. If this is the relationship, then alone after seeing dhuma, we will have knowledge of fire, not otherwise. Even a single exception will spoil the process. Yatra dhumaha tatra agnihi iti sahachari niyamaha vyaptihi. Vyapyasya. Vyapya is dhuma. Vyapti is sambandha, relation, and vyapya, dhuma. Who has got this vyapti? Dhuma. So, vyapya will be dhuma. So, vyapyasya parvatadivrittitvam pakshadharmata. So, such a dhuma will become dharma of this paksha. So, it exists here. So, this is dharma. How is this dhuma? Is vyapya. Vanni vyapya. It is invariably related to fire. Such a dhuma exists on the paksha. This jnana is paramarsha. This jnana is paramarsha. So, vyapya. Vyapya is called pervaded. Now you see, this is smoke, and I say smoke is pervaded by fire. The smoke, fire is not pervaded by smoke, but smoke is pervaded by fire. So, wherever there is smoke, there is fire. This is pervasion. This is vyapti. So, vyapya is the hetu, ground, the mark, the linga, on the basis of which you are going to know the sadhya. So, that vyapya is pervaded. And who is the pervader? Vanni. So, Vanni is vyapaka. So, pervader is vyapaka. Vanni is pervader and smoke is pervaded by Vanni. Without a single exception. All dhumas are pervaded by Vanni. It can be some dhumas are pervaded and some dhumas. Then from knowing dhuma, you cannot come to Vanni jnana. So, the class of dhuma is pervaded by class of Vanni. So, the class of hetu is pervaded by class of sadhya. That means any dhuma is pervaded by Vanni. It means any dhuma is pervaded by Vanni. If this is true, then this prakriya will begin. And you will come to the conclusion there is fire on the mountain. Otherwise, it will not. So, this is understandable. What you will have to do, because these terms are new to you, so you have to read again and again. That is all. So, what I did was, as a story I told you first. Paksha is parvata, dharma is dhuma of paksha. Pakshasya dharma is dhuma. And its existence here, vrittita, that dhuma exists on the mountain. This is paksha dharmata. Parvata, you can infer something else, let us say, something else. It's a universal term. Dharma is adheya, whatever is located. Dhuma is located. So, dhuma is a dharma of parvata. What kind of dhuma is this? It is vyapya. Vyapya by what? Vanni. So, Vanni is the pervader. So, pervaded by Vanni is dhuma. Such a dhuma exists here. This knowledge is paramarsha. Paksha vrittitva jnanam. That vrittitva means existence. That such a dharma exists on the paksha. This is paksha dharmata. You see, only when it exists, then only it can be called dharma, no? Then only it is dharma. So it is dharma and its dharmata is in this. So it exists. So its existence is known, but not simply dhuma. Dhuma pervaded by fire. Such a dhuma exists on the mountain. When up to this you will come, immediately conclusion will be there is fire on the mountain.